on because I got too excited and pushed a million buttons.
Okay. There we are. There it is. I see us.
That's my first natural inclination is to just panic and just start pressing things.
Right. I'm
All
like,
four
oh,
on everything.
shit.
Oh my god, yes.
You know what? That's fine. It's very indicative of this game and panic, anxiety. Oh my gosh. There's just, yeah. So anyway, hello, Internet. Welcome to the Warren of Petal Grove. It is a Powered by the Apocalypse game that we're playing by Marshall Miller, published by Bully Pulpit, and it's a new actual play podcast and stream that is being hosted by Geekspective and run by me, Amber, aka Rocket Orca, and I use she, her pronouns. And whew, wow, what an exciting start.
Got it.
Yeah,
crushed it. Well
10
done.
to 10, stuck the landing. Anyway, so I'm super excited. I have a great group of players who agreed to play this game with me, and I'm like, I this is in the works for like 2 months or whatever. So I can't believe it's already happening. October has come so fast, but also,
oh my god, way too fast, honestly.
But also like feels like,
but also the first week of October has been a whole year.
Yeah, jeez. Okay, anyway, so we'll go ahead and start introducing my players. I would like for you to tell us your name, pronouns, where we can find you, and then just your rabbit name, who you're playing, and their pronouns. So let's go ahead and start with Masood.
Hey guys, I'm Masood. I use he, him pronouns. You can find me on the internet at Maroodboy on Twitter and Instagram, MAHRUDBOI. Yeah, I do stuff with Rebels of Waterdeep. I do stuff with Indoor Recess. I'm around. Yeah, and I'm going to be playing Daffodil Pickle, Dill to his friends, and we'll learn more about him as we go in. And he uses he, him.
Okay, great. Thank you. Did you want to share your rabbit story? Did we say that was a no?
Oh, I don't know if you asked. We could do it naturally, or
okay,
I mean,
it's fine. That's right.
Yeah.
Whatever. I don't know. We had a lot of rabbit discussion beforehand. A lot of rabbit pictures coming up.
Oh,
in the
that
Discord.
rabbit story. I thought you were thinking about like my rabbit origin
Oh,
story.
I know.
no.
I was like, wait, we were supposed to have a rabbit story.
Yes. Now I would like you to present your 10-page backstory, please.
Oh,
Yeah, did you not do the backstory worksheet?
Oh, I did it. It all started 10 years ago. And
because we were like talking about like our rabbit experiences, and we were like, oh shit, rabbits are super cute. I forgot, and that kind of crap. So anyway, we'll move on.
We can do it. If there's time at the end, I'll share it.
Okay.
It's fun. It's not.
It's not.
It's not.
morbid
It's
and
not.
sad.
It's a bad story.
It's a very sad story.
I'm sorry I brought it up. All right,
It's
let's
okay. No.
Okay, we'll move on to our next player. It is to my whatever direction is the right or left. I don't know. Everything's swapped around. Blue Jay.
It's me. It's Blue Jay. It's Blue Jay. I'm Blue Jay. I use she, her pronouns. I am currently doing a Monster Hearts show. I'm GMing that one tomorrow. Other than that, this is my only role play, so I'm super, super hyped to get to be a rabbit. I also do gaming and modeling and just, being a weirdo on the internet. That's me. I also have a really cute dog who has taught me way too much about rabbits. So I think that's like the portrait of my life needs to include my dog now. He's great.
Support that.
Yeah. Shout out to Riker. Thank you.
Yes. All right.
Oh, and I'm playing Squeak.
Oh,
Squeak,
yes.
Squeak is a jackrabbit. Squeak is he, him pronouns.
Gotcha. Great. Making a note in my giant notebook. Okay, up next we have Katie May.
Hi, I'm Katie May. You can catch me here for the month of October. If you want to hear me do some DM shenanigans, you can catch Dungeons, Dice, and Everything Nice, which is a beautiful little messy mess of a show. I love it so much. I do stuff with Indoor Recess as well, where you can catch Masood and I. Today, I am playing Garlic, the anxiety-ridden rabbit. She, they pronouns for the rabbit, she, her pronouns for me. Forgot to say that one at the top. I'm just very excited. I forgot how cute rabbits were until I Google image searched them literally 5 minutes before we started. And then I found out that I was really afraid of my rabbit dying because I now have a mental image of how cute it is.
Oh, yeah. I have a rabbit story. It's nicer than probably Masood's. but I used to live in this apartment complex, and there was rabbits just all over. And for whatever reason, like they were, I don't know what they were. I don't know rabbits' behavior, but there would be just like little holes, divots in the ground that baby bunnies would be in. And so you would like, one time there was actually up my path, like literally a foot away from me, like 3 little baby bunnies that were living in there. And I had to like pick one up one time because it was just sitting in the middle of the like sidewalk and put it back in its hole. Anyway, they're super cute. And I touched a live rabbit. I don't think you're supposed to do that.
I don't know. Someone told me the whole bird thing was a lie.
I-
It's like that whole. So I think all of it is you can't touch a baby bird because
Right.
then its mom will hate it. I think the same thing is for a rabbit. I don't know though. I don't
The
know
scent,
where.
like, I don't know if
yeah.
the human scent would linger that long, but
I feel like if they're right by the sidewalk, human scent is already all over
Yeah.
the place.
right. Also, yeah, okay.
Someone fact check us in the comments.
Yeah,
Let us
yeah.
know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fact check us
fact-
about rabbit behavior.
And
then
if human
get
scent.
at me on my Twitter. Let me know.
I mean, how can the weird thing about bird babies be real if birds aren't real, just in
Well,
general?
Big facts. They're
Think
just
about it,
robots
people.
from the government. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, up next we have Andrew.
Which is me. Hi, I'm Andrew. I use they, them pronouns. You can follow me on Twitter at Commuting Crow. And I am playing Nettle, who also uses they, them pronouns, and is a rabbit, unlike me, who is a human.
Big dis-
Oh, I had
yeah.
gotten that confused. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you
Yeah.
for clarifying.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I thought it was the other way around. I thought you were a rabbit and Nettle was a human.
Oh.
but-
I'm actually 12 rabbits in a sweater and a
That's what
wheelchair.
Lana-
And
be
then
right now.
in the game is a one human in a giant rabbit outfit. Is that
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
what it is?
I've gone undercover amongst the
I
rabbits.
think
to
that's
learn
called
their
a
ways.
furry who dresses up as a rabbit. I think that's just what the term is.
Can you imagine if this game was just figure out who the imposter human is?
One of you is a human, and the camera
Oh.
just like goes.
Yeah. But all
Like
the
the
like the-
camera's like small rabbit, rabbit, slightly larger rabbit, human sized.
It's like Frank the Rabbit costume. Yeah.
Yeah.
and all the other rabbits are trying to pay attention, but they can't really ever discern. And they're like, "Oh yeah, that's totally one of us, no problem."
Yeah, of course.
Okay. So we had to let you, the audience, know we had our session 0 offline already, where we talked about the game and the tone and character creation, and also the safety tools. So we are using the X card. That's something we agreed upon. And we also talked about lines and veils. And so again, for you, the audience, for listeners, to give you an idea of what to expect, we said that there is going to be no sexual assaults, no graphic depictions of violence. We are playing all animals. This is an animal-heavy world, and we know that animal harm can be a touchy subject. Also, no direct harm to baby bunnies. But it's okay. I think Masood said if they get in a hot air balloon and flew off into the sky, that's okay. So we've already established that.
If it fades to black, let the imagination run.
Right.
You know, like
And then we also a checking in style for things like gaslighting and coercion. So narratively, if it works and you have that idea, any one of us just ask and see if it's okay with the player and everybody at the table. So yeah, okay. Another thing to think about. This game has a birthing mechanic, and we decided as a group that it probably won't come up. So if you're looking forward to that, it's not gonna happen.
But if you want to play the Warren and have so many rabbit babies, there's a mechanic for that.
Yes.
You can do it.
Yes.
buddy, you've got the opportunity to explore it at your leisure. Go for it.
We just
won't
don't
stop
really
you.
feel like it.
All right. Well, if you guys are ready, I will start this game. Oh, okay. So I know I'm so excited, but also nervous. Okay. So opening scene. We're going to start in the Warren. So the shot starts on a dirt wall. It's dim, but we can see like the roots of plants coming down, and there's rocks here and there in the wall. And a small area starts to tumble and fall, and a star-shaped nose pushes through the earth. A mole emerges, climbs down, and starts snuffling about. And the camera will follow it as it scrambles its way through the underground dirt tunnel. It stops, stands up on its hind legs, and starts sniffing the air. And the camera rises up over it, and the shot is now in a wider part of the tunnel where we see 4 rabbits facing another rabbit. The one that has been gathered around is like unremarkable as far as rabbits go. It's just a rabbit-ass rabbit, brown, rabbit size. And it speaks to the group. Oh, hiya. Yes, I'm Pumpernickel. I'm guessing Sundew or maybe Cloud sent ya? I was expecting someone to come sooner or later. So, you want to hear my story? And she makes eye contact with Nettle. Nettle, would you mind describing your rabbit?
Yeah, so Nettle is a runt, so they're kind of small. And they have singed fur, which I'm thinking means that like they're kind of a brown, like noisy brownish gray color, but then the like tips of their ears and their paws and stuff are all black, so they kind of like fade to black with their coloration. They have long ears that are very like twitchy and active. They're always kind of listening. Yeah, I am known as being very charismatic. People like to talk to Nettle and share stories with Nettle. And Nettle likes to then go behind their backs and tell their stories to other people.
Nice. And
Nice.
so yeah, Pumpernickel looks at Nettle and says, "Oh, yeah, I think I know you. You're what's your name again?"
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Surely you must have heard of me. I mean, we've never met, but
Well-
I know, Pumpernickel, and then I know Dewdrop and Melonberry. I know all of these people that you know. They're all known to me.
Well, I know you're familiar, but the name is just slipping me at the moment.
Well, and like Nettle like shakes their head as if it's like very disappointing when someone doesn't know who they are, and they're just like, well, I'm Nettle. You've probably heard of me before, but I understand we haven't met. A lot of people, and like I make a big deal of mollifying them to just make them feel more guilty, really.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I have heard of you. You're pretty popular. And I've heard of you from others, but I bet all these spooky, creepy occurrences are confusing you too. I mean, that's why you're here, right?
I mean, I just love a good story. I'm sure it's all just a misunderstanding, or I mean, there's no way these things are real.
Well,
I think
right.
from the side and like behind Nettle, Squeak is like, "Wait, have you heard of me? You've heard of me, right? You've heard of me too." And he's just like really like his ears go right up, like just touching the top of the Warren, and they're just massive. And he's just like butting in and kind of like scooting ever closer, like, "What about me?" Totally ignoring the spooky.
well, Squeak, yeah, I know you. You've been out helping with foraging, right?
Yeah. See, Nettle. They know me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Well, now that we've established who knows each other, I was gonna tell you my story. So here it is. Ready? Okay. I was going up to the nursery to start my shift, watching the little kits helping out as we sitters do. And as I was getting closer, I could hear crying and whining. Not unusual, but it started to get louder and louder and louder. And then she looks dead into the eyes of Daffodil. Daffodil, would you mind describing you, and also what's your reaction to this part of the story?
Yeah. So Daffodil is he's a big rabbit. Like, he is a tall, large rabbit, kind of stands above the rest of the folks that are present. Is mainly black fur, but it's got spotches of white, of brown, sort of running all over him. But they're not, the biggest color you also see is gray. You see spatterings in his coat. He's an old rabbit. He's about 6. And most people know Daffodil because they see him at the funerals. He's the gravedigger for the Warren. He's the one who buries all the other rabbits when they pass. And he's looking at I'm sorry, can you say their name one more time?
Pumpernickel.
At Pumpernickel, hearing this stories about ghosts, and he kind of lifts up and flops his ears over and goes, well, now, I don't see no ghosts out in the graveyard ever, and I've spent all my time out there, so I do believe that this is just mere trickery once again to keep us afraid. You know how the government gets, you know what they're trying to do to us.
Yes, they're very organized, and they have a lot of, it's meant to keep us in line, I think, maybe. And this kind of thing couldn't possibly happen or be real.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Like, I experienced it, and it felt very. How would the government, not knowing what that is, get into our Warren? And so then she'll continue on with her story. You know, it was like the whole dang tunnel was full of crying babies, hundreds of them. Have you ever been around a bunch of crying kids? You know, a couple dozen going on is going to, like, it makes your head feel like it's going to wait, my accent's going. Oh no. Pumpernickel.
These rabbits have haunted accents.
Possessed accents. A couple dozen going all at once is enough to split your head open, but this felt like my whole head was going to melt right off. It really scared me, you know? And she turns to Garlic. Would you mind, describing Garlic for us, Katie May?
I think Garlic is just like a bit behind everybody else. And Garlic, the thing about them is really the only defining feature you can see. They just look like a white puff that got left in the dryer for too long. And the only defining characteristic you can see throughout this, and they're like staying in the middle of the hallway so that their fur isn't brushing up against the dirty sides of the walls, so that they may keep their pristine coat. And they're just these terrified looking eyes just peeking through this white fur, and they're like, there's already so much crying and fear in this story. I think maybe we should elevate this to more proper authorities than the four of us. Is there someone more in charge?
Well, I mean, Sundu sent you. Sundu's our leader, I think, or even Cloud. Cloud's been doing a lot of the gathering up information and looking into things. So if you want to talk to Cloud more, that would be where I would say after, you know.
No, Garlic. I think that they sent me because I'm a hero, and I'm gonna get rid of the ghosts.
Okay, so one out of the four of us is a hero. So I guess that's 25% heroism split throughout all of us. So I think that's not too bad.
Yeah, and if there's anything dangerous, Squeak will handle it.
Yes. But there's
no such things as ghosts. Anyways, let's start there.
But if there were, I would fight them.
No, if there were, Garlic could keep us safe. Because no, that's vampires. Oh, right. There's a subtle difference. Okay.
I gosh, oh, okay. I thought I had to be responsible for something for a second there, and I got really concerned. So can we just give the young ones maybe some like treats, some extra berries so they stop crying, and then we can all go to bed?
Well, that's the thing. You see, like, it sounded like there was a bunch of kids crying, you know, and I was going to go check on them, but, you know, then it got very cold and I felt frozen and the sound went all the way gone. So I don't think it was the kids actually crying. And when I mean frozen, I don't mean like cold, like I was like ice or anything. It was more like, my heart got so heavy and sad I couldn't move. I was so afraid. Have you ever been so afraid you couldn't move? And
yes.
All eyes turn to Garlic. Like,
yeah. But she is looking at Pumpernickel's now looking at Squeak. Would you mind describing Squeak a little bit more?
Yeah, so Squeak, who has been butting in to every conversation because Squeak wants to be the center of attention at all times, is a jackrabbit. So he has like very long legs, very, very big long ears that he can like perk all the way up or like fold along his back. and I would say that he's lean, probably with a kind of like slightly, I mean, not mangy. I don't think he's got a mangy coat, but like it's definitely, it looks like he's always getting into like there's probably thorns like stuck in it. Maybe like he's getting in and out of trouble all the time. And then he's got really long ears, and he's mostly just like a light, like a brown, like blends into the dirt of the walls kind of color. But he has like the little like lighter white socks
Aw.
on his feet, on his front feet.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, as he's listening, his ears are just like brushing the top of the Warren, like like just straight up.
Yeah, so how does he respond to, have you ever been so afraid you couldn't move?
Never, not even once. I don't even know what fear is.
Oh my gosh, well maybe you are the right person or right bunny for this job.
Yep. I don't know yet what we're supposed to do, but I know I'm gonna do it, and it's gonna be great.
Well, I fully trust your abilities. So yeah, so then the cold passed, and like I said, I went to go check on the kids, and the kids were completely fine. There was no crying coming from them. I don't know what happened. So yeah, that's my story. We have some time before the town hall meeting. If you want to know more, I'll do my best to remember. And so I'm gonna open up the floor now to you, players, if you want to ask her questions in character, or if you have questions for me out of character as well.
So you were saying that it was before you saw the kids. You heard a lot of crying, and you felt like frozen but not cold frozen.
Right.
Did you see anything?
No, just felt. It was just a feeling.
Do you know like where it was in one of the, by the kits, you said?
Yeah, it was at near the nursery up in the northwest area, you know, where all the babies are taken care of. All the babies live alone by themselves, fending for themselves.
Oh yeah, sounds great. Sounds like a great plan.
Wow.
As a youth education program.
So then maybe it's just like all of the babies. So what if we just throw all the babies out and just start over, and then it's like the problem's taken care of?
Oh, wow. Wow.
Is that no?
That's
I'm sure
I'll
what
keep
Garlic
thinking.
is
I'll keep
trying
thinking.
That's a
I'm
little
close
too
to
much.
something. I'm close to something, but I'll keep thinking.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know about that. What was your name again? So I may write it down.
I'm Garlic.
Well, that's a very interesting idea, Garlic. This is like
I'm
breaking your
1
voice.
month old and I'm still trying to find my profession. So this week I'm seeing if it's heroism.
Oh no.
I take my little paw and I just like pat over like the fluff, like just on top, so I don't actually touch Garlic, but I pat like the aura of Garlic's white fluff. I'm like, maybe heroism's not for you, but don't worry, I'll take care of it.
Whole week to find out.
Do you think we should go to the where do babies live?
The kit? Is that the phrase?
The
Nursery. The
nursery.
Do you think we should go to the nursery and take a sniff around? And I mean, I'm not saying that you're, bad at investigating. I'm just saying that maybe I'm better.
Well, I mean, that's no problem. Like I just babysit. I'm not really an investigator or have like good eyes, good senses, or I'm not a hero.
So it could have been the wind that grasped you so tight, and not a supernatural force.
Well, I mean, it was weird. That's never happened to me before. I don't. Does the wind come through the tunnels often? And she's like looking at you guys like.
There must be some rational explanation for all of this. I mean, surely it's
Ghosts.
like he says, like Daffodil says, it's some mundane phenomenon that's causing this.
Well,
Sure.
I mean, it's not just me. I'm gonna lose the Minnesota accent. I
Fine.
can't keep
It's
this.
fine.
We got it. We know it in our
Yes,
hearts.
yes.
It's been established. Yeah.
So it's not. it's not just me that's having these experiences. It's been others too. I think there was like a Nibble had a story. And I think
And
Stump
you mentioned
Nibble
my
always
man.
has
Did you say
stories.
Clay
Yeah,
earlier?
Nibble's wild.
Nibble's wild.
Nibble
We
is
all
indeed
know
wild.
Nibble can't be trusted.
Get out of here.
One time I was I was outside with Nettle, and we brought in some berries from berry picking, and Nettle said that Nettle brought in all the berries, but I know that it was really me that did all the work and Nettle was just sitting there. So we all know that Nettle's totally a liar.
Nibble or Nettle?
Nibble,
Okay.
This is. Oh man, I
not
can't.
Nettle. I would never say something like that about my very good friend
Yeah.
Nettle.
Yeah.
Nibble is too close. Okay, I got confused.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Very cool. Did you mention someone named Clay earlier that we could also talk to? Is that
Oh, I think it was Stump.
Stump?
Oh,
It's real off.
Maybe I said Clay. Maybe I said Stump, but I meant
Yeah.
Stump.
Stump.
Yeah, but
What
yeah,
does Stump do?
Stump doesn't do much.
maybe that's what I should do.
But yeah, there's been others, so maybe you could also talk to them. The meeting is happening soon, so everyone will be gathered up there.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Looks like we can gather some more information at this meeting before getting to the bottom of this spooky case.
And the scene cuts there. And then we go to so the camera will go and move into a what I'm going to call a large rabbit foyer, because I don't know what else you would call that. And it's an area that's completely filled with rabbits right now, hopping about, chatting with each other, mingling about, like they're looking for spots to settle in. And in the middle of this area is a like lump of earth that you guys all know is where the leader will go and give announcements, usually on a daily basis. It's like a Warren update in news, 10 o'clock news kind of situation. So yeah, I can leave it up to you guys. I have some questions I can ask you about your character and like characters they might know, or if you have an idea right now as to who you want to go and talk with. Yes. Andrew.
So I have my character move is charismatic. I can always find a rabbit or two that are willing to follow me around and do as I say.
Okay.
And other than my three delightful companions here, Nettle, we're in a meeting. There are all these people. Nettle is like saying hi to everyone and knows lots of people. But I want to find a couple of rabbits who will agree with me when I speak up at the meeting.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Do you have an idea of names or rabbits that or do you want me to pull out my list of rabbit names?
Well, I think Poppy Seed
Okay.
is one of
Poppy
them.
Seed. Sure. And was there another one? Let's do celery.
And Celery.
Yeah,
Okay,
Poppy
great.
Seed and celery. And does Nettle have like a favorite treat or snack?
Oh, that's a good. I think Nettle likes blackberries.
Oh, okay.
And it's not even that they're really tasty. I like knowing that someone had to deal with a blackberry bush in order to get me that thing.
Me, I did it.
Okay, awesome. Let me make a note of that. Okay. So yeah, so you'll enter into the gathering area, and we'll say Poppy Seed and Celery start after they're waiting for a moment to like come up to you.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And Poppy Seed is like, oh, hi, Nettle, I'm here. And I brought you some blackberries.
And I'm about to like blow them off until they say blackberries, and I like my ears perk up involuntarily, and I look over like, oh, well, hi there, Celery. This is Celery, right? Or was it Poppy Seed?
It's actually funny
Do
if you
you
call
know the
Yeah,
difference?
exactly. Do you know the difference between these?
Yeah, I look at the two of them. They look kind of similar.
Yeah.
I'm like, and maybe they're siblings, and I'm like, wait, Poppy Seed, my bad. How's it going? Thank you for the blackberries. They're already in my hands. I'm already eating them.
Oh, so it's going pretty good. I know that there's been a lot of talk about, the haunted stuff that's going on. Have you heard anything new? And this is a very bouncy.
I've heard a couple things here and there. You know how it is. I was actually going to talk about it at the meeting, and I was wondering, if some other people might be, interested in hearing the truth, like yourself,
Well, yeah, like I overheard not too long ago that Cloud is totally upset with Sundew. Like, she thinks that Sundew isn't even going to talk about it at all during the meeting.
Well, I think a lot of people will say that, talking about it is going to get everyone spooked. And I think it's important that people know what's going on in their community. So I'll speak up if no one else does.
Oh, my goodness.
It's okay, Garlic. I'll hold your ears closed.
Thank you. Infighting gives me hives.
Okay. Okay, great. So then, yeah, we'll move on to. Does anybody else have anything before I move the camera? No, you're good?
No.
Okay.
No, I just think that Garlic has just like a string of people that they interned underneath for a day and then got fired.
Yeah. Oh, nice. That was one of my questions as for you. Is like, is there in the Warren a specific rabbit that Garlic like goes to like offload their own like worry and stress? Is that something that exists for you?
Question. Probably one of the leaders, I would think, because they have to listen. They just can't be like, go away.
Okay.
They have to be. So the two leaders are Cloud and
Sundew.
Sundew. Yes.
So Sundew is the leader. Cloud, for you guys, I'll let you. Is somebody who's new to the Warren, somebody that actually came outside of Petal Grove and has been putting out ideas.
Ooh.
Those dangerous ideas. New and innovative.
I think what it might be then is that like I talk to Cloud a lot.
Okay.
And the exchange is like, I will listen to your new and weird ideas if you listen to my unrepentant list of anxieties and fears. Is sort of how that works.
Okay, cool. Good to know. All right. If there's nothing else, I can do the scene change. So the signal of the announcement meeting is people start to thump, like rabbits start to thump, and it's like, oh, it's time for a meeting to start. And so you guys will see a large dark gray rabbit. This is Sundew. She's 3 years old. And she hops up onto the mount and she starts the announcements. And she says, "Good day, everyone. As we know, summer is ending. The crisp, cool air has come, and with it, of course, the usual chores and upkeep. However, we are still in the process of implementing some improvements and innovations that you've asked for. One being the expansion in the northwest section to create more rooms for the ever-growing population. This year, we've had more kits than we've had this time in the past, and we need to expand. We are still in the process of our new innovative food storage initiative. The last 2 weeks have brought in a surplus of food, and we'll surely have enough that we won't need to forage out in the open as often as winter comes. And for the final news, we've had several disappearances and deaths over the last week. The usual mishaps, of course. May the Moon Rabbit guide Treacle, Honey, Whisper, Meadow, Breeze, Time, Digger, and Robert safely to the celestial prairie. Thank you all for your time, and remember the old adage, stay alert, stay alive."
Stay alert.
Stay alive.
Wait, Digger died?
No, he's not dead. I didn't bury him. He's just missing.
We have
Missing, presumed dead.
Well, missing could be a lot of things. Don't mean no ghost, though. Come on, guys.
It's a fox or a hawk or a dog
yeah.
of some kind.
Oh,
maybe a
those
cat.
things.
No, but Digger was good and brave and like my idol, honestly. Digger was one of the biggest jackrabbits I've ever seen. How could they couldn't be dead.
Okay, now
Yeah, if
is
they're dead,
brave.
I'm worried.
Nobody's dead
Hush,
till
Garlic, you're
Dill
always
puts
worried.
him in the
That's
ground. I'm
fair.
telling y'all.
So can I take this opportunity to speak up
Oh,
at the
yes.
meeting?
Yeah.
So after Sundu says her piece or whatever, like a good member of the Associated Press, I speak up with an awkward question at the wrong time, and say like, "Well, I mean, you said it was normal, but last year at this time, only 4 rabbits disappeared in the month of September, and now you're saying 6, 8? It's ridiculous. Not to mention that I have heard reports of strange sounds in the nursery, and that the staff of the nursery are being worked to the point that they are delirious. So what do you have to say to that?"
Yeah, so in the middle of, like, after you do your tirade, there is just one voice in the back of the crowd that goes, "Yeah, what about the
Yeah."
ghosts?" And Sundu is like is in the middle of, like, hopping down from her, like I'm done, I'm going off to do my Sundu business, and turns around and says, "Look, we've had more rabbits this season than we've had before, so obviously there are going to be more deaths. That's just how it works. More rabbits to feed the world's population. You know, it happens. And also, because of Cloud's new idea of storing food, we've been going out more and bringing more food in, and that is what's happening. It has nothing to do with these spooky ghosts." And then,
But you do admit that they are spooky, right? You just said it yourself.
I'm
I didn't
using
even mention spooky ghosts. And I do that as like a gotcha, and I look around at the crowd like, "Hey, I didn't even say anything about ghosts."
Literally, somebody just yelled at me, "What about the ghosts?" And ghosts are inherently spooky.
All right. Okay, everybody. So they are spooky ghosts. We just received confirmation that we are dealing with spooky ghosts. I am the only one allowed to panic.
And so, yeah, Nettle will just say, "Well, yes, Garlic's got that covered. And I propose that myself and Squeak and Daffodil and also Garlic form a special task force to address these concerns, to identify the cause of this problem. And that
And
furthermore,
for our efforts, we should get more blackberries. Yes.
exactly.
Okay, I am going to actually make you roll.
Mhm.
Oh, the first roll of the
First roll,
game.
first
roll.
I feel like I am maybe speaking plainly.
Correct, you are.
Yes.
So you're going to roll plus shrewd, and on a 10 plus, the NPC will do as asked, given the proper assurances. And then on a 7 to 9, they do as you ask, provided you meet one of their demands right now.
Great. So I am shrewd +2.
Yep.
Very shrewd.
Oh, nice. Oh, yeah, and we're rolling physical dice.
Is there?
Unfortunately, I roll a 3.
Oh, no! So that's a fail. So yeah, so Sundu says, absolutely not. There is no reason for a task force to be formed to search for ghosts. Nothing like that is happening. And if I find out that you are spreading rumors or going about this behind my back, behind my decree, there shall be repercussions.
So what you're saying is that now your government is forbidding our exploration into this fact that there is something you wish to keep hidden. Is that true now?
I don't know what this government is that you
Your
keep talking
your
about,
rule-making
Daffodil.
governing body of elected officials.
Okay,
What does
whatever you want
elected
to call it.
mean?
Squeak raises one ear into the sky, like a hand up.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Didn't you send us to talk to Pumpernickel in the first place?
Or was that Cloud? Was Cloud the person who?
So
Pumpernickel said Sundew.
you say that, and she, like, there's like 40 some rabbits watching everybody right now, like you're in the middle of a town hall and this is happening, and she goes, first, to address Daffodil. I can't remember what you accused her of, but I had something. What was it you accused?
I'm accusing her of a government cover-up.
Oh.
I'm accusing her of action. So now there are ghosts. The government knows about it, and are keeping
and
it
they're
secret.
deliberately keeping it from us.
Yes.
Okay. She's like, I am trying to keep us from all panicking when we don't need to panic. Squeak, how about all of us talk somewhere more private? Like, says that quietly, not loud enough to and then we'll out to everybody. Meeting is dismissed. Go! And like everybody will eventually
Are we supposed to go or just
No,
no,
I think we
you
stay here.
Okay.
You stay here. Everybody else, meeting adjourned. Please go about your tasks and chores. And then rabbits will start to filter out as they're murmuring. And you guys will actually see, the camera will show us that there is one, let me get the description of her, Cloud. There is one small light gray rabbit that kind of lingers behind and like looks back at the four of you and then turns and then goes out. Okay, so Squeak.
Yep, that's me. I'm Squeak.
I did not ask you to go do anything. And I would appreciate if you didn't spread those kinds of rumors. You know Cloud actually is the one who sent you.
Am I misremembering?
If you want out of character, I think at the beginning I said it was either Sundu or Cloud
Or
sent you.
Cloud, okay.
Yeah,
Well, I'm also not very smart.
that's fine. It works.
So, oh, sorry.
Oh, that's okay. That's fine. Just as long as you don't connect my name to these ghosts. I do not believe in this.
Well, I mean, if I believe in ghosts only so that I can kick their butts and become a hero. That's the reason why. So I'm gonna. Otherwise, I totally wouldn't. Also.
All right. And then this is a moment where if you guys want to talk to Sundu, you can, or else she's going to start to hop off. Like she just reprimanded Squeak in front of all of you.
Yeah.
Well, I actually would like to pay close attention
Ah,
to her as
yes.
she is speaking. I'd like to fail another roll here, Amber.
Okay. Got
Ooh.
it. So, pay attention is when you give your full attention, roll plus shrewd on a 10 plus, hold 2, on a 7 to 9, hold 1, on a 6 minus, hold 1, but you open yourself up to danger. And then there's a list of questions.
So I get a 9.
Okay, so you get to ask one question. What here is the greatest danger to me? What will happen if I stay very still? Where can I flee to? Are they telling the truth? What do they wish I do? How could I get X? Okay.
Mm-hmm. And I'm just, can I hold my question for the
Yeah.
right moment? Because I'll want to know the truth of something
Okay,
during
sure.
this, I am sure.
Yep, hold.
Do you want to go?
No, go ahead. Go ahead. I think it's great if you talk and I'm watching.
Cool. Garlic, you have something on?
So how do we be like the best citizens of the Warren that we can be right now?
Well, Garlic, I'm glad you've asked. Right now, what is important is the expansion of the Northwest sector. That is to make room, so a lot of digging. Lots and lots of digging.
I hate digging.
Well, it's part of what makes us rabbits, though. So
Don't worry, Garlic. I'll do my digging and your digging.
Oh, thanks.
And then, of
I'm
course,
great at digging.
and then, of course, the other right now is the going out and gathering the twigs, berries, all the stuff that we need for food.
But you can die when you go outside.
That is true. That is a risk we all have to make sure that we thrive.
I guess unfortunately I can't do either of those things, so I guess that does just leave me solving the mystery. So I'll go ahead and I'll solve this mystery, and then I won't have to dig or get berries.
Oh, okay. I did just say that
But you could care for the kids, though. That's not digging or getting berries.
Yeah, I tried that last week and I did get fired. I kept making them cry more.
You
Honestly,
can always
for being
join
honest,
me in the
that's what-
graveyard. You know, I know you don't like digging, but you
No.
might grow accustomed to it.
You could be a leader like Sundu. Sundu doesn't dig or go outside and get berries.
Yeah, you basically do nothing. I could lead.
I wouldn't say I don't do nothing. I make very hard decisions. You know, higher pay grade,
Okay,
bigger
Garlic.
risk.
Garlic,
Yeah,
here we go.
I'm ready.
Here we go.
Okay.
You have to choose. It's a very difficult decision. Are we going to get raspberries or blackberries? Go.
Raspberries in the summer, blackberries in the winter. Next.
Hard decision. There you go. You did it.
I accept. I will be the next leader and I will study under you.
Okay, well, maybe we will talk about job shadowing later, but
No, that's this might be a good learning experiment for the young Garlic here, because I want to know a little bit about. Now that we're in private, what's with this cover up? We know you're trying to expand the northwest corner, right? We're trying to build out. Some would even say gentrify that part of the Warren. But in the process, it seems like you seem to be displacing something. Could they be souls? Could they be the previous residents? What aren't you telling us?
I'm trying to think of a move that you can roll to get her to tell you. I guess
Is there berate?
Is there berate?
Yeah. I think it'd be speak
yeah.
plainly, maybe.
Yeah.
What
Roll
you want
plus
is for her to tell you. Yeah.
Oh, cool. Okay. I got a 9.
Oh, nice. So
Nice.
on a 9, they do as you ask for. You meet one of their demands now.
Yeah.
So
I think so. Basically, it's why are you so insistent on pushing forward this expansion project while all these stories are still happening
gotcha.
from the same location? Yeah.
Okay, so she will look at Daffodil, and like, what's the rabbit equivalent of, like, she puts her paw to her forehead and is like rubbing her brow. Expansion is important right now because we have too many kits. It's just, and with the innovation of food storage, I know that there's going to be a lot more rabbits in our warren. So I don't want us, sleeping in our own shit, if you will. Excuse me. We need to have this space. And you're also trying to get her to talk a little bit about the cover up as well.
Yeah, just basically why the push. And that question, that answer kind of gets it, is that there's like there's an infrastructure problem, right? And that's more present than any of these silly fears that people are saying.
Yes.
This
is a tangible threat versus a potentially just a psychological threat. Yeah.
I see. I think Adil looks over and says, "Now, I understand the importance of making sure we keep it civil in our warren here, that folks have the amenities that they've grown accustomed to, but you keep Sunday, you keep talking to folks about what is and what isn't there. You're gonna be like the last leader, you know? Like, you're 3 now. I've lived twice your lifetime. I've seen many government come and go in our warren. Just lead with honesty. The us rabbits can handle it.
The people do have a right to know.
Oh, so you can see that she's kind of like now like obviously conflicted. And because you guys have been like grilling her, and Masood, I'll just carry forward your 9. She'll come out and she'll say, I'm trying to keep the panic down. I don't know what's going on. I think it might just be Cloud trying to stir up some problems ever since she came into the ward. I can tell that she's been trying.
Though.
Is she telling the truth right now?
Okay.
How
Oh
do we
yeah,
verify?
there you go.
How
Yes.
do we verify?
So Andrew's spending the hold and asking that question right now.
Oh, nice. Good.
So you can see that she is telling the truth. Like her body language, the way that she is talking right now, she's not holding back. So she is saying, like, I'm trying really hard to keep the panic level down. I think Cloud is making a bigger deal of stuff than that is actually happening. I don't know. I'm trying to protect what I can protect, which is us tangibly right here and now. Yeah, that's what she tells you.
You know, Sundu, it's really good to see that you really do have our best interests at heart and that you're working so hard. And we all really appreciate you. We want you to know that we really, really appreciate what you're doing for the community as well as for us all as individuals.
Thank you. It's very good to hear that. Sometimes, just between us, it's very difficult. And looking right at Garlic, you see the stress that comes with being a leader. You have to think, can you handle being confronted by 4 rabbits questioning your leadership and your decisions? It's gonna happen.
Usually if that kind of happens, I just cry and then people go away. I think you should try that more.
I will file that away as a tactic I could potentially pull one day. Okay, well, that's what's going on right now. I don't know what's going on, and honestly, I made that deal of like, don't do this. Like, I just want to make sure that you guys don't make rabbits panic more than they need to. But
of course not.
But if you are going to investigate, then I will allow it. That's fine. I'm sure you won't find anything, but if you do, let me know.
We should talk to Cloud.
I think that would be a great idea.
We should talk to Cloud. We'll go talk to Cloud and make sure that Cloud stops making rabbits panic. I've heard that that's bad. I've never been panicked in my life. I'm very brave and strong, so.
Perhaps the bravest and the strongest.
And that'll be a scene cut as like you guys are we see your buddy butts hopping out into trying to find Cloud. So we will go to Cloud. So you'll go out where you into a tunnel, and it doesn't really take you that long because Cloud was actually lingering, trying to actually listen in on your guys' conversation. She is a small, light gray rabbit, and as soon as she sees you, she will go, can you believe that? Like, Sundu didn't even warn about the sightings we've been having with that whole announcement.
Well, and then, I mean, we confronted her about it, and she just lied to my face about everything.
I knew it! She is unbelievable. Like, the worst leader that I've ever witnessed, ever had been in a warren, ever. Like, it's ridiculous. I bet she doesn't even care if you found anything out. Like, did she even ask if you found anything yet? Like, I asked you. So, did you guys find something?
There were kits crying that weren't actually crying. Maybe.
Oh, that was Pumpernickel I sent you to, right?
Yeah.
Kids crying. Huh.
Nothing to kick, though. Not yet. I'm waiting.
And throwing out the babies weren't an option.
Oh, no, robots.
You got a little robo there. Robo Bunny. Garlic found her calling.
Oh, oh boy.
Engineering.
Yes. All right, so throwing out the babies is not an option. Well, yeah, of course not. Who's going to throw out a bunch of babies?
But really, all of this is just further evidence of a cover up. You know, that goes to the highest levels, I think. And like, Nettle is looking at, and like, I'm kind of like gassing up Daffodil here, right? To be like, oh yeah, like there's cover up and stuff. Like,
I have a question.
Yes.
When you say cover up, do you mean like when you kick dirt over somebody with your hind legs?
Yeah.
but
Kind
a
of.
metaphor.
Yeah.
Not sure if I grasp the concept of metaphor, but I'm just gonna go with it.
I turn to Cloud and say, now, it's probably nothing insidious. It's probably nothing as nefarious as you would like to believe. There's no such thing as ghosts. We can all openly admit that here. But we promise we're going to go see what it could be, what the real issue at hand is.
I mean, it would be a real tragedy if someone played this crisis and these people's fears for some kind of political gain or personal gain. That would really be awful, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that's the worst kind of person or rabbit.
And I think Nettle and Cloud are both like looking into each other's eyes, and it's like a perfect mirror.
Yes, and there's like a lightning bolt that goes like through. Like, that would be awful and terrible. That kind of person shouldn't be allowed to lead.
Mm.
Which is why it's gonna be me.
I clap a hand on the back of Garlic and then move it. And as they hop away, you see a giant dirty paw print.
Yeah,
on-
yeah.
Oh, no.
And, like the fur is like indented.
Yeah.
Okay, so, well, if I heard, in the meetings, she forbid you guys to look into stuff. Is that still a thing that she's forbidding?
No.
Oh,
And even if she
interesting.
were, nothing can stop us in our quest for the truth. We are going to get to the bottom of this.
Okay.
You can
I
count on
mean,
us.
there are things that could stop me, like a wall or hunger. If it was really cold outside.
No, Squeak, if there
Or
was a
if there-
wall, you're going to dig through it. If you're hungry, we're going to get you some food and we're going to keep you going.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, nothing could stop me.
Oh, so I'm so glad I asked you then. The four of you have been fantastic. I thank you so much for looking into this. So, new leads. There was, I believe, Stump and Nibble were other rabbits that you can look into. I'm going to go look into some, and she mentions like 3 other rabbit stories. Let's say like, I don't know, Sunflower, Giblet, I don't know.
Giblet. Giblet's the weird one.
And Taco.
Rosemary? Oh, no.
Taco.
We don't need to go talk to Nibble because we know Nibble's a huge liar.
Okay.
But Stump, though, I don't know about Stump. Do you know anything about Stump, Nettle? You know everybody.
Yeah, what would I have heard? What do I know about Stump?
Yeah.
So Stump is actually another new rabbit who came from outside of the Warren and is a super adventurous, like, brave rabbit. So has traveled far and wide and knows things that the Petal Grove has never seen before.
So yeah, Squeak is like, well, what do you know about Stump? Like, oh, Stump's full of shit. Always making up stories and, full of themselves. Very arrogant. Like, seems very displeased with Stump.
Think that it doesn't sound like, Cloud said we had to go after one. So, I guess it's just one or the other. Wait, Garlic, you have to make hard decisions. Who do you think we should see first? Stump or Nibble?
Come on, now what you got tell you?
Stump or Nibble? Well, Nibble is alphabetical, so is Nibble first.
Okay, we'll go talk to Nibble.
Okay.
Good leadership.
No. If I'm
Facts,
hyperventilating, it's just because I
facts,
did a good job.
So are you guys planning on talking to both of these rabbits or just one?
I mean,
Just for
it
GM to
depends
know.
on what we get for that. From
Okay.
them, I think.
Yeah,
So
I think
you're-
let's start with Nibble, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
Start with a nibble.
Ah,
Fun.
yeah.
So
Okay.
good.
Got him.
So
Goodbye.
start with Nibble. You go. Okay, whatever. We'll cut to you find Nibble. And he is a small rabbit. Like how you said like you're a month old.
Yeah.
Yep. So they're a small rabbit, and they have it's like the opposite. Like Garlic is big and poofy and small but poofy. This rabbit is small and like sleek and it's very tiny and almost like I want to say frail. And they have haunted eyes, and they are just kind of like shaking when you find them, and like don't even notice you they're just kind of shaking.
Nibble looks way different than when we went to get berries.
Yeah, much healthier than last time I saw them.
Yes, very different from when you last saw them.
Nibble.
Bud?
Spooked. Oh, hi. What can I help you?
We were thinking that we might be able to help you.
Oh, sure. With what?
With your ghost problem? Question mark.
Oh, all right. So yeah, right. Squeak, you know Nibble, right? They were out foraging with you.
Yeah.
And the last time you saw them, they were robust.
They were much calmer.
Oh,
Yeah.
like calmer and like more steady. And so yeah, the ghosts. Yeah, I don't know if you can help me, but Cloud said. Oh, not Cloud. Let's see. Let's think of another name. I've heard that sometimes talking about stuff can help you. So yeah, my story. So it was like I was out in the fields foraging one night on one of our shifts. And I'm going to drop the nervous voice and just give you guys information now. I was out harvesting for the foraging efforts, and all of a sudden it was like, how do I say this? I'm going to try and here comes improv. It was like all of a sudden I was surrounded by lights. Like a bunch of fireflies landed on me. And I got so incredibly sad. And I haven't stopped feeling sad since. It is shaking.
And Nettle's just like, oh, Garlic, that sounds like you. You see
Yeah.
a ghost too?
Well, no, that's mostly just anxiety and depression, but this sounds a little more ghost-like. Have you figured out how to stop being sad yet? I'm asking for a friend.
I've tried so many things. I tried eating some berries. I tried laying in a sunbeam. But my heart is just so sad. No, I haven't found anything yet. Do you have
Okay.
suggestions?
No. So,
Try
where were...
digging? I've heard
No.
physical activity could help. If you dig some, I don't know. I mean, you're kind of frail looking, but maybe digging.
Digging.
Or you could birth a litter. I heard that sometimes helps people feel happier. I don't know. I'm not into
I
that.
feel like having a family to make myself happy is not the right decision to make.
It's a very emotionally mature rabbit. I like this.
But I will try the physical activity. You know, I was foraging. Maybe I'll go work in the tunnels and start digging. Maybe it'll give me something to focus on.
Yeah, but maybe take your time over what seems to be a very unusual experience. Now, tell us a little more about these lights.
Right.
What are they? You couldn't see past them? Were they like the sun? They blinded you when you gazed at them too deeply?
I was out in and we'll give you an area of the Warren, like which is actually in the northwest area above the Warren where they were foraging. And they're like, so I was out by the big what's the landmark in the northwest territory of your guys' Warren? Anybody want to throw out a
Well,
landmark
the
for me?
blackberry brambles are up there.
Okay.
I was gonna
Okay.
say, yeah, like
Northwest
maybe
and
this
the
is when they
Brambles.
went to go get
Okay.
berries, yeah.
So so I was out by the brambles, and at first I just saw two, and then I saw a couple more, and then it was like 4, 5, 2, 4, 6, 8, trying to count.
I can't count any higher than that, so you're on your own.
Okay, I think that's as high as I can count too. 8.
Can't count that high.
So
They
there were a
definitely
lot of
can't be
them.
in the
And then they
nursery.
were all around me, and then
And
I
they
just
all-
felt sad.
Do they appear in pairs, or were they always? They
It
show up
went-
one at a time.
It went 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, 2 at a time.
Hmm.
Maybe they were eyeballs.
Mhm.
I mean, they
Couple-
definitely weren't garlic. It's fine.
No,
Everything's fine.
Garlic, it's even better if they're eyeballs or something. That means you can punch them. All right, because the thing about ghosts is they're incorporeal, so you can't actually
You
get a
punch
hold of
things
them.
a lot?
Wait,
I give.
you can't punch ghosts?
You can't punch ghosts. You give them a good thump, your foot
This
goes right through
whole
them.
time I've been. Oh.
But don't worry, the ghosts. There's no such thing as ghosts. It's not
Also,
ghosts.
also, there's no such
It's-
thing as ghosts.
It's just at least 6 glowing-eyed predators
Mhm.
Oh no.
stalking in the northwestern part of our territory.
Oh my
Now
gosh, what if
that-
it's cats?
That's something
Not
we should be
ghosts.
Oh my
scared
god, what if it's like cats or like
What if
foxes?
it's a weasel? I'll punch it. I'll
Ooh.
punch the
Weasels
I'll
are
kick the
oh my
weasel.
god.
I
of.
mean,
And cats are magic. They can make you sad. You know.
Cats can make you sad. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm
I
gonna,
heard things about them.
I think I'm gonna make you guys roll to like. Are you panicking yourselves right now?
I am.
So you're gonna have to resist
150%.
resist your panic. So this is a
Okay.
move. When you expose yourself to new dangers or psych yourself out, you roll plus steady. On a 10 plus, you're unshaken. On a 7 to 9, you manage to keep it together.
Hot diggity damn! I got a 10. Everybody.
Oh,
Look at my
Eight.
I'm about to roll them, but look at my cute little
oh,
name.
cute.
Very cute.
Very cute. Nice.
Your
Can't
boy
do
left his
black
die
ones,
and
I
he's
swear.
using Google.
Oh.
7.
Okay, so 10, you're unshaken, Squeak.
I am unshakable.
got
Yeah, good.
8 minus 1.
So 7.
So 7.
And what did?
And we all need to roll here, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
It is.
Yes, even
yeah,
you.
I got a 10. I
Oh,
rolled a
so
9 plus
both
1.
so both Nettle and Squeak are unshaken, and then Garlic and Daffodil, you manage to keep it together, but you take +1 panic.
Cool.
Okay. And I have a max panic of 5.
Okay.
So just so everyone at home knows.
Uh-huh.
20% of the way there. Did I do that math right?
I don't know. I
Great.
can't number. Okay, yeah. So you're all just like psyche, and then poor little Nibble is just like already like having like heart palpitations at this point. Oh my gosh, I don't know. It could be any of those things. You guys are right.
You're right. We gotta run away forever. Okay, everybody, pack your bags. Hopefully we can go somewhere, start a new life, and we'll figure it out.
Garlic.
Mm-mm.
Am I not the strongest and the bravest rabbit you ever seen in your life?
Yes, but we did just establish that you can't punch ghosts.
No. We also just said I heard Nettle and Dill say that they're definitely not ghosts.
Yeah, it's
I'll
not ghosts, it's just
definitely-
large predators with glowing eyes.
So I'll
Mhm.
definitely kick them and
Okay.
punch them and bite them, and you don't have to move anywhere. I got it.
Okay. All right.
Plus, if a cat's got the scent of old Nibble over there, probably got your scent now too. So it'd come after you if you ran away. We just have to deal with it now.
Oh. Okay.
That's not reassuring at all.
Yeah, gotta love when the two like stable kind of adult rabbits are just like, oh yeah, no, everything's fucked. It's really bad, but just in
Really
a
bad.
different way.
Just a fun new way.
All right. So that's what you get out of Nibble.
Cool.
Move to Stump. Is that the next plan? Okay. Okay. So yes, again, we'll just go to Stump. Let me go find my note on Stump. So you will find Stump. He looks like his name. He is a very large rabbit, squat, bulky, and he is not shaking. He's like the legit opposite of Nibble. Very healthy looking, very robust. You actually find him digging in the northwest area of the expansion of the Warren. And so, yeah, he's just digging away.
What a good digger.
Yeah.
Look at that guy.
Good form.
Muscles are flexed. Like, you could just see the muscles rippling as he's, like, rolling through.
You see Squeak like rolling his back legs as though like imitating and be like, I could learn how to dig better. I could dig better. I could do it.
Right.
Just like it's like imitating Stump's digging procedures.
And then he'll notice the four of you come in, and he'll say, "Oh, hey, what's up?"
This is just like the hunk who like turns.
Yeah.
Like a little bit of glistening swag.
Yeah.
Ear flops off
Oh,
the side.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
slow
Stump,
motion.
Stump is hot. I'm
It's-
saying it right now. Stump is
Got
hot.
Just everyone, Stump could get it. Okay,
Yeah,
I can
get it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Stump's already had like 7 litters. It's fine. Nice digging. You're good at digging.
Thank you. And then takes a paw and rings it down from the wall.
Just look at this
Yeah.
digging casual.
Yeah.
Wow. Why are we here?
I forgot.
Stump, we were hoping to talk to you about some of the experiences you've been having digging with your tight muscle body out here in the Northwest.
Oh, you are. Oh, yeah. Oh, so I'm sure you're here for this. My story, the creepy thing that happened to me. So yeah, out here digging, helping out with the expansion. It's been going pretty good, making good progress. And one night I was out, and I could swear I saw 2 glowing eyes off in the distance. So of course, me being me, ran and chased after it, but I couldn't get to it in time. I couldn't see what it was. And by the time I got to this part in the tunnel, and emotions further up, it was gone. Just completely gone. And that's like there's like old tunnel in there. I thought maybe it was like some little mouse got down there, but I don't know, seemed kind of strange. We don't usually get mice down in here.
No, that's a fact.
So
And,
you saw glowing predatory eyes and you went after it?
Well, of course.
and this appeared at night, right? You didn't see him during the day. You were doing some night digging.
Yes.
You psychologically seem to be handling this pretty well. Do you have any tips and/or tricks?
Well, I don't think about things too much. So,
Okay.
don't think.
All right.
And does bunny finger guns. I don't know.
Does like a little ear wiggle, like
Yeah, both of
at
his
the side.
ears.
Just like finger guns with the ears. My mind is blown.
Well, I already got that part down.
So yeah, it was weird. I mean, I've been trying to keep aware of the situation. It happened just a few nights ago. If you guys want to stake out, maybe they'll show up tonight.
Wait, you want to go on a stakeout with us?
Well, I mean,
We could spend the whole night pressed close together with you, hiding.
in
All
a,
right.
in a
All right,
tiny
children.
tunnel. Yes.
So remember when we said that thing about not?
Not using that birthing mechanic. Out the window. It's already gone.
No, Nettle just says, "Well, I think that would be a great idea," and then thinks the bit about being pressed tightly together and
Yeah.
it's Stump.
Nettle
Um,
thinks that they think a bit about being pressed tightly together, but they actually say it out loud.
Oh dear.
No. So yeah, Nettle says, "Oh, I mean, I think that would be a great idea. We
Well,
could get
awesome.
some clues, some answers." And
And,
like looks at the others to kind of get confirmation.
Maybe we should set up camp where you saw it last, or near the general area. You said it was that way, and I point to like deeper into the warren that he kind of.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's out this way. There's an old. It must have been an old tunnel from way back. It's partially collapsed now, and
So like a year ago.
yeah, like half a year ago, 5 generations ago, aka 5 months ago.
Yeah.
That we haven't used a long time. So yeah, like we could go over there. Let me just finish up.
Oh, I'll help. I could do this too. I'm also very strong.
Oh no, it's
I-
all it's
I
all.
could
Oh, please, I do not want dirt on me. Please look out.
Do you want to make this a friendly competition?
Yes.
Oh.
You can compete.
Yeah.
I want to friendly compete. I want to do that.
All right, because like basically you're trying to like outdo Stump. I forgot his name for
Yeah,
a second.
I want to be cooler than Stump.
So there is a move called compete. When you compete with another PC rabbit, that's
It's
but you
NPC,
can
it's
but
fine, I don't
it's NPC. Yeah. You can choose a value on a die and then reveal it. If one rabbit's die shows a higher face, then you get their way and choose a value from one of the dice. Am I reading this right? Yes. And both
Yeah,
of you
and then-
take that much panic.
Oh.
So
Okay.
so it's one of those things where if you pick 5 or 6, you're gonna take that much panic.
So you can only actually your max panic is 5 plus or minus the steady.
Yep.
So my max panic I think is 5. Yeah.
And it's basically like you could pick 6, guarantee that you win or tie.
But then I will
but then you
have
take that
to.
much panic.
Yes.
So
What
it's
What
a-
happens?
it's a
What
risk
happens if
reward.
you go like all the way with panic? What
So
happens if you're
panic
panicked?
level, let me get to my little sheet, is, excuse me. It's when a PC reaches their maximum panic, they temporarily lose control, and the GM gets to decide which of the rabbit's instincts takes hold: fight, flight, or fright.
Okay. All right. Well, then I will choose my number, and you
So
can
punch
choose
Stump in the face.
Stump's number.
Yep, I've got it. Okay,
Okay.
ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
4.
4.
Oh! Tricky.
No.
So I think let's look at
You
what
both
it's.
just take 4 panic.
Yep. If neither is higher, no one gets their way, and you both take panic equal to the dice value.
So we both just start rapidly kicking dirt into the hallway, and just like ignoring anything that's actually supposed to be going on. Like if there's a way the tunnel is supposed to be going.
Yeah.
Spooky business.
I'm not
who?
paying attention to it at all. I'm like, wait a second, I just need to dig as fast as possible. So like it's not going whatever way it's supposed to be going. But yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that
Okay.
panic.
Yeah. So through the exertion of digging and trying to flex on each other, like you both have heightened your nerves to the point
My
of
little rabbit heart is just like,
both of you.
I'm so good.
Garlic looks horrified.
Yeah, Nettle just like shakes their head and is like, competition really brings out the worst in everyone, doesn't it? And as they're like reclining, eating the last blackberry that lives.
Okay. Okay, so it's looking at the time. So I'm gonna try and wrap us up here if that's okay. Since okay.
Please.
Okay, so the plan is for you guys to stake out, right?
Stump,
With
I
Stump
guess.
Stop.
and
hunk.
Stump the hunk. And so yeah, it's probably about midnight or so, and you're out there waiting, and we'll have a little interaction here and at some point those glowing eyes do show up, and Stump's like, there it is, guys, check it out, look at it, they're like floating there, I'm gonna get it. And he runs.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I would like to also do that.
Beautiful himbo.
No,
you
I try to
dumb,
hold.
dumb
I try to
himbo.
hold. I try to hold Squeak back.
Hold me back. Hold me back.
And he powers forward and he like busts through and follows these eyes out the tunnel, like the old tunnel, like he's pushing his way through, and so the camera starts to follow him up and out. And it comes out, and I'm gonna say you guys kind of like trepidatiously follow behind. And you pop up from the earth, and so the camera is on all 5 of you, standing in some tall grass near the berry bushes, covered in dirt, shuffling about, looking around, and we can see that the sun is starting to come up, and the camera rises up and pans across a large, beautiful meadow, tall, soft grass and full of wildflowers, and there's those berry bushes, and there's a small river, and there's a forest off in the distance, and there is a glint of light that shines near a large boulder, and it stands about, I'll say, 3 feet high out of the grass, and the camera moves there, and there's a faint outline of a wispy rabbit on the boulder. It's facing away from the camera, then turns, eyes glowing, with the tear stains down its face. Then mid-jump off the boulder, it disappears. End!
Gas.
Gas!
It was Ghost this whole time.
Actual ghosts.
Actual ghost.
Actual ghost. How do you punch a ghost?
That's what we're gonna find out
We're gonna
before
find
this
out.
all ends. We're gonna figure out how to punch a ghost.
Yes, I
ghost.
fully expect you guys to innovate ghost punching gloves so you may destroy the spectral threat that is Petal Grove. Okay,
I
cool.
appreciate you used the word innovate because that is the special move.
Yep.
So
Yes, keep that in mind. Innovate is a special move. Okay, well, that was our first session of the Petal Grove, Warren of Petal Grove. Yay, thank you so much for playing.
Session.
Yeah, woo! Okay, so let's go ahead and do our outros. We'll go around. Where can people find you? And anything that you want to promote right now. So let's go ahead and start with, we'll go backwards. I think I started with Masood first last time, so Andrew first.
Hey, I'm Andrew. You can follow me on Twitter at Commuting Crow. I have a game called Girl by Moonlight, which is a magical girl role-playing game. It is being published sometime next year, so follow me on Twitter if you're into magical girl stuff.
All right, thank you. And we have Katie May.
Hi, I'm Katie May. If you want to check out some more stuff, you can follow me at Twitter at OKKatieMay, or you can catch up on Mythic Odysseys of Theros. We're starting our 2nd season soon, so there's just enough time to get caught up and watch. But if you want to catch up with something and spend hundreds of hours on it, there's quite a backlog of Dungeons, Dice, and everything nice. So if you're looking for a commitment, you can catch that too.
Okay, thank you.
But like at your level though, it's like your however much you want to commit.
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
various commitment levels. Lowest, follow me on Twitter. Highest, listen to my podcast that's been going for 3 years. You just pick how you would like to support me.
All right, thank you, Katie May. And up next, Blue Jay.
Hi, I'm Blue Jay. I also have several levels of commitment. No, I'm kidding. I do though. But for role-playing stuff, I have a show that I'm GMing tomorrow at 1 p.m. Pacific. It's a Monster Hunters game. The last session that was the first session, so there's only 1 episode to catch up on if
That's
you wanted
easy.
to.
Perfect.
And the session ended with a bunch of teenagers having a drunken sleepover, so we'll see where that goes.
Oh boy,
it's gonna be very exciting. Other than that, you can follow me on Twitter, and I put everything I'm doing on Twitter, so that's BlueJ_712.
Awesome. Thank you. And then Andrew, wait, yes, no?
Andrew's
Masood.
first. That's
Masood.
me.
Masood.
Hey y'all. You can find me on Twitter at Marudboy, MAHRUDBOI. I'll be back tomorrow with Rivals of Waterdeep, streaming that. We got our new season kicking off. Tuesday we'll be playing some Mythic Odysseys of Theros, the return of season 2. On Thursday, We will
yeah.
be coming back. Katie May and I do this series called Once Upon a Game over on the Indoor Research Crew channel, where we dive into narratively driven games. Our first game of the series was Undertale. I'd never played it before, and so we got to watch my blind playthrough. And now we're doing Deltarune because episode 1's out. So it's gonna be a good time. Please come through and watch. That's the major stuff. You can catch me here on Saturdays, obviously at this great time. And then there's some more stuff in the pipeline, but we can talk about that later as it gets closer to that date. So yeah.
Awesome. And of course, I'm Amber at Rocket Orca, and you can find everything I'm doing on Twitter at Rocket Orca. And then actually tonight, I have a game on this Twitch channel, Geekspective, I'm playing in Tales from Oxfairy. And then tomorrow, I have another game I'm running, Shapeshift. I'm playing Ryutama. I run that game. And yeah, that's me. And so thank you all for coming to watch or listen, and let you guys know, audience, this will be a podcast and there will be VODs. It'll happen. All right. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching again. Bye.
Bye.
Okay. Muted and everything. Now I can play music. Oops. I'm still live. Everyone can still hear me because I didn't mute myself. I muted everybody else, but not me. Whoops.